Hello, my people. I'd like to talk to the young ladies today in relationships, married, or what have you. I would like to talk to you about your relationship. And I want to let you know that yes, God did give us our own mind, He gave us common sense. And if you have a good man by your side, someone who believes in getting up, going to work, doesn't have a drug addiction, take care of his family, stop fighting with that man, you know, compromise with that man. Sometimes, ladies, need to learn to be quiet. You know, I was married before, and I used to argue with him all the time. And I went and talked to this little old lady across the street and was telling her about our problems and stuff. And I was just going on yapping at the mouth. And she said, honey, sometimes you just got to learn to be quiet. And I didn't know what that meant then, but I know what it means now because I had to go through some things in order to get a king that I have now. See, before, I had a king then, but I let him go, with my mouth. I ran him away. And my then I wind up with two rebels and the reason I call them rebels because they were not kings. They were drug addicts. So they were rebels. They were still out there fighting the battle. Now, the king that I have now, he's overcome the battle, and that's what you want. Now, if you see that you have potentially a future king with you and he has a drug addiction, but he is willing, as of today, to say, I'm done, I'm ready to change my life, I want us to have a future, because as long as he has a drug addiction, you really ain't gonna never have anything. You're not gonna progress. It may look like because you got another car, or you were able to move into a different apartment or a different house. You are never going to progress. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna work. I had all that. I had cars, we had houses, we had everything, but wind up with nothing because I allowed him to continue to do the things that he was doing, even though he would feed into me and tell me that I want to get help. I want to change. Can you call the rehab? Can you call and get me in? And this and that and the other. And at the time, I was on the phone, didn't know no better. I'm calling these people trying to help him get help, thinking he won't help because he laying here crying. But it was his job to get on the phone and talk to those people. It's up to that person who is at rock bottom, if they truly at rock bottom, because you can't be at rock bottom for them. They have to realize they have a problem. Yeah, we see it. Yeah, we can see all day long that the sun is shining, but if they don't see that the sun is shining, they ain't gonna see it. And no, it ain't no way you can show them or make them see it. So what you have to do is let them go. As hard and as difficult as it is, let them go. And and we have to, ladies, you have to, what you have, work with what you got. Just like we have to uphold these men. These are kings. These are African kings, and we have to lift them up. We are their backbone. My husband tells me, he can't make it without me, and I know, I don't take that literally, but I do what I can to support him and uphold him and be there for him. And that's what we have to do, ladies, because if he don't have you, who do he have? He don't have his partner in the street. He don't he has you. You are his wife. You are his backbone. You are his support system. You are it. Y'all are connected. If I could put my hands together right now, I would. But y'all are connected. So you are like glue, and so don't let anybody infiltrate your household. Don't let your single friends give you advice about your married husband, about your marriage, about your relationship. If you need guidance, you need to talk to your auntie who been married 40, 50 years, or talk to your mother, or go to someone who you can trust for advice. Because I'm telling you, it is true. You have women out there who pretend to be your friends and are not. They're not your friends. While you telling them things about your relationship and things about your man and this and that and the other, they using that against you. And I'm sorry, ladies, I got to call it out because it's true, you know. But we can do better. Don't connive and scheme and go after her man. Get your own. Get your own guy. There's enough to go around. There really is. Despite what you may have heard, there is enough to go around. So, but while I just want to, today, right now, really relate to the married ladies and the ladies that are in relationships, engaged, about to be married or whatever. I just want you to stop fighting with him. Be peaceful, be happy, be joyful. You know, try to give as much support to your king as you possibly can, because look over your life and look over his life and look at all he has overcome and to get to where he is now with you, and look at what all you overcome to get where you are now with him. You don't want to keep going through the battle. You already done overcame. You already there with him. Y'all together. So now what you need to do is take his hand, and as a team together, as a support system, as that's your best friend, that's your confidant, that's your everything. So you put your you you uphold him and you uplift him, because right now we need to uplift our African kings, all of them. I look at them as my brothers. We need to lift them all up. you know um it's very sad that our children don't have a lot of role models that they can look forward to. Not a lot of reachable role models that they can look forward to, to aspire to be. So we have to be the role models for them. My daughter looks at me, and I know she looks at me, and I know she watches me. So I have to be mindful of the things that I do in front of her, which is really nothing. I used to, but I don't now. I've changed my life, through this program that I'm in. My life is much better. It's so much at peace because I've forgiven and let go. I've learned how to change myself, how to grow within myself as a person, and to be the woman that God called me to be. And you can be the woman that God has called you to be. It's not about being holy moly. It's not about wearing nothing on your head and falling down on your knees and praying for hours and hours. It's not about how much money you got to get a church, because you ain't got to get a church no money. It's not about what you do on the deacon board and in the praise and worship team. It's not about that at all. It's about how you live your life and how you are able to forgive, and in order to get redemption, and if you are able to live a life in honor to God and give him the glory and help other people. That's where your money's supposed to go, to help other people. I'm not saying you donate to the man standing on the sign on the corner with a sign. That's okay, that's it. No, it's about helping people, actually making a difference in your society and your community, and with the children, especially our future. Like have said before, we are their present, but they are our future, our next generations. So we have to make a difference. We have to instill values in these children. We have to set examples. We have to set role models. I'm talking to you young people right now who are home from school, who don't have anything to do. Get you a book to read. Learn something. Learn how to do something constructive. I saw a young man know how to take a transmission out. Learn how to do something while because what they teaching you in school is great, but they're not teaching you life skills. You need to learn really how to get along in life, and where you learn that from really is through your role models, the people in your society, like your mom, your dad, your uncle, your big cousin. You look up to those people, and you seek out those people for guidance and advice. If you having a problem, go to somebody that you trust. Don't take it to your friends and, man, we finna go jump him. No, or we finna go shoot him. No, don't do that. Go to your trusted relative or friend for advice. I'm just trying to do whatever I can, use my little tiny platform to make a difference, and hopefully I reach somebody. I talk to people every day. I talk to people every day and try to guide people, those who want to listen, those who don't want to listen. I pray for you. I love you anyway. But I would like to help to teach you to reach your most capability that you would never ever be able to understand, because that's where I am, and I don't believe it. I don't believe that I've overcame. I could actually, one day I was sitting in my car and I was looking in the rearview mirror, and I looked behind me, and and then I turned around and I said, that's where I've been. It's just like my past. That's where I've been. But that's who created this, what you see now. That's who created who I am right now. Because had I not been through that, I wouldn't even be able to tell you anything, any life experience. I wouldn't be able to teach you nothing or show you anything or show you how to get over or how to get better or how to let the light shine in you or how to live a life in honor to God. I wouldn't be able to do any of that had I not been able to overcome. And you can overcome too. It's not as bad as you may think. It is not as bad as you think at all. It really isn't. We are not in control of the powers that be, but we are in control of ourselves and our actions and what we do as a result. We can't determine what's going to happen next year or down the line or tomorrow. We have to let tomorrow take care of itself, and we have to worry about right now and worry about each other, lifting one another up. That's our purpose in life. That's our goal. That's what we are here for. Not to oppress one another, not to bring one another down, not to pull one another down, be a stumbling block to one another. We're here to lift one another up. If I see another beautiful sister, I'm going to tell her, you are so pretty. I like your shirt. I like your shoes. I like, just give her a compliment. And it's a sincere compliment. It's not something I'm just saying out of my mouth, We have to be there and lift one another up. Stop staring at each other, with evil eye, and just be proud of your beautiful African American sisters, because I am. We are a beautiful people. I mean, a wide variety of different shades and different personalities, but we all are one. We all are beautiful. We all came from one place. We all came from one place. We got here on different ships, like Elijah John Lewis said. We got here on different ships, but we're all in the same boat. So let's try to make it work. So we need to make it work together as a people, because the other races, they're going to make it work as a people. It's time for us to come together. We've already been oppressed long enough. It's time to shake off that and get up and rise up with this character that we've been building, and show our true potential. Don't let nothing hold you down. Do you know, I called this man out before, but I got to say this. Because I do call, when I see wrong, I'm going to call out wrong. But when I see right, or an example that I can show our young people, I will. And I got to say this, that there was a basketball player, Michael Jordan, who was told he couldn't play basketball by his high school coach. But he didn't let that stop him. So don't let anyone tell you that what you can and can't do. Because it's in you to do anything that you want to do. Anything. Sometimes we get tired and we cry and we get weary. We in the long fight. But just think when Dr. King sat in that jail and he wrote that letter from jail, how tired he was. But he penned down his thoughts, and you can hear the frustration in his words as he penned his thoughts. And I know he was tired, but he had to keep up the good fight. I know he was tired of walking and marching. I get tired of talking, but I have to keep on. I have to use my voice. We have to use our voices. We have to carry the torch on to stop this racism, this police brutality, and this oppression of one another. We have to keep going forward, even though we're tired. Everybody gets tired. Iron wears out, but we got to keep going. We got to keep going. And when I wear out, I'm passing the torch on to my kids and my grandkids. And I expect for you to do the same. Teach one another to not oppress one another. Stop your kids from fighting one another. Teach them how to talk, how to hug it out, how to work it out. There's that going on in every family. There's sibling rivalry. It's sad to think there's some sad things that have happened to many families, but we try, through God, we have to move forward. We have to pray through it. There's some very tragic things that have happened as a result of us, our environment, our circumstances, our oppression. We can chalk it up to that, but what we cannot chalk it up to is not doing anything about it. It's not putting a positive, working something out positively, positive solutions, you know, positive conversations, positive actions, you know, helping one another. However, whatever that may mean, helping one another. I hope this video helps someone. If you would like to contact Grow, you can contact Grow through Jacqueline@growprogram.org. And until the next video, take care and peace.